So what exactly do we mean when we say endurance, improving running endurance? And how's that different from stamina? Aren't they the same thing? I'm Ralph, and this is the Ageless Runner, and welcome to episode 1 in my series on improving your running endurance. In this episode, we're going to talk a little about what is endurance and what we mean by that, and what are the things that go into endurance, and exactly how that relates to stamina, because they're similar, but they're also a little different, and it's important to make that distinction, because that's going to influence some of the training we're going to be talking about in this series. Now, endurance and stamina are alike in that they both relate to how long we can sustain an activity. But one of the key differences between the two is more related to intensity. So endurance is typically defined how long we can sustain a low or moderate intensity activity, like running. Going out and running 5 miles would be more related to endurance. Hiking, for example, is endurance. Riding a bike, you have a bike and you go out and bike for 5 to 10 miles. How long you can do that is more related to endurance. And when we talk about endurance, we use both our aerobic and anaerobic systems, but primarily endurance involves our aerobic system. Now, stamina, on the other hand, also involves how long can we sustain an activity, but it's typically higher level activities, more moderate or intense activities, like sprinting. How long can you sprint? Or weightlifting. How many pounds can you lift, or how many repetitions can you do with 20-pound dumbbell curls? And also playing soccer. My middle grandson, his soccer season is getting ready to start there with practice, and watching those boys run up and down that field, and that's an intense, high-intensity activity. How long can they stay out there and not just collapse? That's stamina. And stamina also involves aerobic and anaerobic systems, but it's primarily anaerobic. You think about anaerobic when you're breathing really hard and you can't get enough oxygen. That means you're using your anaerobic system to fuel the energy for your muscles. So endurance is more aerobic, stamina is more anaerobic systems. And really having good endurance, having long endurance, really involves 3 areas of our body. Cardiovascular endurance. How well can our heart and our lungs utilize oxygen to fuel our muscles, create the glycogen and the sugars that we need to fuel our muscles? That's the cardiovascular system. But it also involves some muscle endurance. We don't want our muscles to give out. How long can we run? If we're running a half marathon, for example, how long can we run before our muscles just give out? That's muscular endurance. And the third area of endurance that doesn't get talked about generally as it relates to endurance, and that's mental endurance. How long can we stand maybe the boredom of running? How long can we tolerate, I want to quit, my body tells me to quit, but I don't. So we're going to talk about cardiovascular fitness, muscle endurance, and also the mental endurance in this series. So in this series, we're going to focus on endurance, but some of the things we're going to talk about will also help improve your stamina. It should make you a stronger runner, improve your muscle capabilities, and also improve your mental fitness also. So the next episode, we're going to talk about how to leverage run, walk, run, get more time on our feet, because getting more time on our feet is really important for endurance. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you would hit that like button. And if you're new here, is this your first time on my channel, I'd love to have you be a subscriber. Click that subscribe button also. Thank you so much, and happy running.